employment initiatives that are going on at the minute, so that you can bring that sense of what the next 2 or 3 years is going to hold to any interviews that you're looking for. Start networking. So I remember from the scheme that you attend a lot of conferences, a lot of public events. Start talking to people, ask what opportunities are coming up. Don't just stick to NHS jobs. There's a lot of kind of other avenues into employment in the NHS. Make the most of your placements, make the most of your mentors, and just see kind of what opportunities are out there whilst you've got the chance. This will be kind of one of the biggest first steps you take.
Between now and next summer, my main tip to ensure that you get the job that you want is to focus on the job that you're doing at the moment. If you can go into the interview next summer and show that you have worked incredibly hard over the last year, making changes, improving the service, focusing on patients, reducing cost, and you can deliver that message in a clear and concise way to the interviewer, you'll be at a massive advantage. I would also start to look at the jobs out there, start making contact with people using the network that you have, because being on the management training scheme would have a massive advantage.
I think planning.
I would suggest to keep your options open. Don't just go along the acute service management route because that's what everyone else seems to be doing. There are lots of places in the National Health Service you can work. Think about the skills that you have and maybe they'll be better suited in different parts of the National Health Service, public health for example.
And actually it's alright to say it's not really alright to say I'm not interested in that, but it's alright to say I haven't done that before, or but you need to have a bit more of a rationale behind what have you done to try and cover that gap, or and also try and be distinctive at something. Don't just be great at everything. Be distinctive at something, and then find a way to build a team around you for the things that you're not so good at. And also say, do spend some time in operations. Whatever you want to do in the NHS, I think a really good thing to do immediately after scheme is try and get an operational job, because it teaches you so much if you get the right boss.
What is most important to you? Is it the sort of trust that you're working in, the people that you want to work with, the role, the band, the area? It could be so many different things, but I think they just need to work out what they think is most important to them, and then focus on getting that job.
I'd say look for jobs that suit you as well as your employers. As a employer, it's great to hear someone who takes an actual interest in the role, moulding it for themselves, having a good idea what they want to get out of it as well as what they can offer you. So advertise yourself as someone that's looking to develop, looking to go on and do more than maybe what the minimal requirements of the role are.
I think it's key to find out what jobs are available. When I was on the scheme, you seem to be bracketed into, if you're a finance trainee, you're going to go into management accounts, mainly because very few people want to go into financial accounts. If you were a general manager, you were going to be a service manager. If you were HR, you're going to be a HR officer, and that was all that. You kind of went into one of those three trenches. So I think it's key to really actually find out what range of jobs are out there. You can be a finance professional but not particularly work in management or financial accounts. There are other options available. You can work in operational management but concentrate on projects, being estates, looking at capital stuff, looking at facilities, which isn't your traditional service manager role but is a stepping stone into that. So it's really understanding what the market is. It's also key to go and talk to people who, through networking, through scheme contacts, who are going to be in a position of recruiting the kind of level you're looking at.
The people I met along the way during the training scheme are the people that have since really helped me. So it is about networking, but not in an artificial way. I think it's just recognising who the people are that's supporting you most and championing you, and going back to them and saying, are you prepared to help me further, really, and knowing and just identifying who those people are.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd just say is to sell your transferable skills, sell your ability to pick things up. On the graduate scheme, you go a long way in 2 years, and if you can replicate that in a job, then it's moving across specialism, something that can seem a lot less daunting.
I think it's to take every opportunity that comes along and not to have fixed ideas about career paths and jobs, but to embrace everything that you get the chance to do.